Morning, morning, morning. We are at the Loves. We are at here, Columbia, South Carolina. We delivered here yesterday to a very small Knauf insulation distributor. Actually, it was like a contractor supply house kind of a thing, but nowhere near big enough for a big truck to be there. But I was there. I actually parked there overnight, taking up their whole driveway up to their locked fence. The gentleman I spoke to last Friday said it was fine. But then they had this little dock. My goodness. I took video of it, but I was complaining so much about everything that was in your way. The tree, the 2 telephone poles, the traffic. That, it was not a PG-friendly video. It just wasn't. Oh my gosh, what a pain in the boots that was. But we got her done, got her in there. Had I known that when I got there Sunday afternoon, I would have went ahead and docked it then without the doors open, just because there was nobody around at the time and traffic was extremely light and I didn't have people in my way, and it just would have been an easier backing at that point. But it is what it is. Don't plan on going back to the place. Nice guys, don't get me wrong, but not planning on going back to that place. It is just not designed for a truck this big, period. Trying to think what else. Mr. Fisher, I met him that last round at Schneider. Really nice guy. He's got a beautiful brand new Peterbilt with the Cummins engine in it. He's headed south. He come through here last night, so he stopped here to stay. So he was able to hang out, catch up, and jibber jabber. I'd like to say hello to his wife if he sees the video. Thanks for watching. One of these days I need to remember to take video when I meet people. I don't remember, I'm just happy to, just meet, talk, and I don't even think about the YouTube thing when I'm doing that. So, if you ever run into me and you want to be on YouTube, say something, please, because I won't think of it. 9 times out of 10, I won't think of it, period. But anyway, that being the point, I got to talking to him, and we were going back and forth with the shutter vibration thingamabob with this truck. And lo and behold, he has the same thing in his brand new Peterbilt. In the same general RPM operating dealio. And, these gauges on the dash, they're not 100% accurate all the time. So it could be exact same range. It could be off by a couple hundred. Who knows? But anyway, the only difference between what he's experienced on that truck and what I experienced on this truck is what vibrates. In this International, it's the dash. In his truck, it's more pronounced in the column itself. So I'm just going to run it the way it is. I'm just going to run it the way it is, see if it worsens or the range in which it happens changes. Just saying, I'm going to pay attention to the truck and try to determine if it's an issue that needs to be resolved or if it's just a Cummins thing. Maybe they all have it's just the Cummins shake, I guess. I did see a comment someone made in answering on a forum, and he said, how do you put it? Peterbilt makes them, Cummins shakes them. That's a pretty good quote. So anyway, not, still being new to the truck, I've never driven one with the Cummins in it. Pretty much everything I've ever driven has been Detroit diesel. So maybe it's just me not used to driving a Cummins. I don't know. We'll see. when it's due for its next oil change, I'm going to get the overhead done. I'm going to get the rod and main bearings done because that's a Cummins 500,000 mile thing. And then I'm not sure I want to, but I might take it back to where I bought it to get that done, just because when I test drove the truck, I talked to the guy in the service department about some of the things that needed to get fixed out of the gate, just neglected things in the truck. One of the things I was talking to him about, is how long it takes this truck to shift between any gear. It doesn't matter what gear. And for whatever reason, that translated into looking through the paperwork they gave me, them disabling the creep mode, which I've been complaining about how this thing backs up since I got it, saying it needed a creep mode. Well, it did have it. They disabled it and put the transmission in what they call standard mode. So, that made sense. So I want that put back to where it was. But I'm also, I got questions. The engine warranty they give you when you buy one of these, your engine can produce 500 horse or less for that warranty. This one came at 450. I want to see if I can get them to turn this up and still not negate that warranty. But the devil in the details. If you look at that warranty, if you're thinking about buying a Navistar product and they're touting that warranty, just take a nice long read on the fine print, because they have a gazillion reasons why they will not honor that warranty. They will try to find an excuse. I see it coming. If it ever came down to it, I might be wrong, but whenever they put that much legal speak into figuring out ways not to pay for something, they do it for a reason. So we'll see if maybe, hopefully, if it ever happens. The braking issue is still resolved. We're still holding air in the truck like we should. So the leak's gone. It's still got minimal because it will lose about 20 pounds overnight. But it's not losing everything. We're good there. So I'm going to get out of here, go take a shower, and then we'll get back at you when we head down the road or get to the shipper. So stay tuned. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you want to call it good. I don't know if you can tell by the vid screen there. It's a little windy out this morning. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing. Not too severe, but I'm guessing it's the tail end of this hurricane. It's still rolling up through, heading toward the northeast, it looks like. Should be behind it at this point, so other than a spotty shower, we should be good to go. Yeah, so finishing up a pre-trip, and then I'll get back with you in a minute. Alright, people, let's get some air in a trailer. Wake the compressor up this morning and get it compressing. Alright, there we go. Lights already on because of the rain. As soon as you hit a windshield wiper, this thing turns your lights on for you. Because, as people, we got to build our equipment to be smarter than we are, because we just got to put it in gear. It's automatics won't go anywhere unless you flip that little knob. I was going to show you the bonehead Volvo parked over here. I don't know why these guys got to stick their damn nose out in the freaking parking lot like they do. Make it hard for the guy next to him to get out. Just unreal. Again, it's just the world we live in. No thought and consideration to what the next person might have to deal with. As long as it doesn't, interrupt their little day. It's like a little rest area right here. Of course, they got the yield sign for the big trucks. God forbid we have a four-wheeler that can stop and go and will have to slow down. Yeah, I'm complaining already this morning. It's what I do. Just a word of advice: if you come out of a rest area or anywhere slow, out onto the main road, throw your hazards on just for a minute, just in case the genius behind you is not paying attention and doesn't realize you are driving slow and runs right up your tailpipe. Just saying. I mean, you can. It's not going to hurt anything to do it. The effort it takes to push the button. Yeah, there's a little bit of a wind. It's pushing just a hair from the left. As you can see, just enough of a span dangle to get the windshield wet. So I'm going to try and take it a little easy on this thing today and run it at about 65, 66. Yeah. Easy on it. Try to save some fuel. I mean, this truck, 10th gear, 66 mile an hour. I'm barely doing 1150. Not like Big Red. Oh, at this speed, it's already up around 1350, going up 1400. Yeah. Alright. Just sitting here rambling and babbling, so we'll talk in a little bit.
Half a mile, take exit 88 on the right, onto 40th Street South towards Galesburg.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. We are just getting ready to pull into the receiver here. I've only live unloaded at this place twice. This will be the second time. Back when I was running IC with Schneider, I was actually here more than a couple times doing dropping hooks. Last time I was here, it didn't take a whole lot of time.
Turn at the first left onto 40th Street South.
We're going to find out. Looks like Hogan has a contract for Target deliveries here. Oh, tired. Skipper Doodle over here. Come on. Come on, Skippy. Come on, Skippy. There you go, Skippy.
In half a mile, turn right onto L Avenue East.
Yeah, sure. That one. Driving that thing like a race car. Oh, let's see how this is going to go. This is always depends on who's working sometimes. Go down here and find out.
Turn at the first right onto L Avenue East.
Oh. Just never delivered to a Target DC. And you get
Your
one.
destination is on the right.
If they don't give you a number when you're delivering at a Target that starts with a T, they're not giving you the right number. They're not giving you the number you need because their delivery number is always with a T. And I didn't know they let people park here. This is new. Attention drivers, if you are delivering freight, please have your appointment number. That's the T number that they're talking about. So we're going to drive up here. Oh yeah, they're letting people sleep on the side of the road. Huh, that's new. Never seen that before. All the times I've been here. Hopefully I'm not too early. Maybe they changed your... I'm about an hour out. So we're going to find out real quick. Mask on just in case. We got our T number, we got our bills. All right, I'm gonna get checked in and we'll be back. Oh, sorry about the sun. What's going on, people? Yeah, I got my sexy vest on. If you've never been to this Target, I know I told you about the number you need coming in. It's got to have a T. If it don't have a T, it's not the right pickup number for this Target. Actually, any Target I've ever been, same thing. The T is obviously for Target. But I'm in this video here. I'm waiting on my trailer. The way they do it here, they've changed where you park a little bit. But it's still the same process. You drop your trailer where they tell you. You bobtail over and you park. You go in the office. You give them your paperwork. When your trailer's done, they will call you and bring your trailer back over here in this area. You hook it up, go to the gate, get the hell out. That's simple. Used to, where I'm sitting right now, is where the trailers would go, and then you would bobtail up to the end of this aisle and park up there. Well, they've changed that. Now you sit bobtail right across from where your trailers are coming in and out of. Simple, easy process. Gentleman in the office, both times I've been here, really nice guy, talkative, happy, the kind of personality that just makes the day better. But anyway, we're gonna go over the numbers, and I'm gonna disclaim these numbers right now. I don't inflate, I don't BS my numbers to try to make it look like I'm doing something miraculous out here. And these numbers are not what I wanted because I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. I dropped off the better half up here. I grabbed a load that got me down to an area I wanted to go so that I could get over. I actually ended up booking 2 loads. They got me right where I wanted to be because there's some loads in that area that are paying really, really, really good. And I wanted to grab one of those really, really good paying loads and, have a really awesome week. And the better half screwed that up for me. Just saying. Don't tell her I said that. I'll have to hear about it for the next 1,000 miles. So yeah, these numbers are not what they should be. The load going down paid decent. And I say it didn't. The short load to get over where I wanted to be, that paid good. But then having to grab a load I wasn't expecting to grab to come back up here, just so I could get back up here, paid okay, but it didn't pay what it should have, or what I'd like it to be. I wouldn't have took it normally. I would have took something else. There was better paying coming out of there. But anyway, I'm back up here. It doesn't matter at this point. So let's go over the numbers. I spent $827.83 in fuel running those 3 loads. Miles wise, altogether, we ran 2,120 miles 20.3 miles. Oh, got too early. So when you average that all out, all miles, deadhead miles, loaded miles, and trust me, if you don't know the distances between places, they can get you on a Raycon a little bit, just like everybody else tries to. They try to snick a few miles off of you. This is no different. Even out here booking freight, the little small load that went from Lynette, Alabama to Columbia, South Carolina, that one was 200 and I think they advertised it at 261 or something. It was about 30 miles more than that. So, that changes things because I add up the actual miles I ran, not what they're saying they were. Now, if I went by the miles that were on every one of these Raycons, these numbers would look better. But we're not going to do that because that's not true. I spent money on fuel every mile I drove. Got to have the right numbers. If you're not doing the right numbers, you're doing the wrong numbers. All right, so we drove that many miles. So gross for everything per mile, all miles, loaded, unloaded, was 264. That is not what I wanted to see. It's not what I wanted to do. Again, I can make that number look better if I go by what they got on the Raycons for miles, because a lot of them still do the same thing. It's zip code to zip code. It's not location to location. But I want to know, I want to know what, I'm not going to lie to myself. That'd be stupid. And then if you look at, it was $2.11 to the truck is what I netted after F2F's part. So for the week, all these loads together, $5,600, and 100 of that is detention from that Piggly Wiggly load that I'll never go back to in Georgia. It took them almost 3 weeks to get me that $100 of detention. They finally sent that, I'm trying to think, last Tuesday, and I forwarded it over to F2F to get my $100. So all told, it should all be on there. The settlement it all comes on should be $5,600. It just is what it is. I'm still just not happy about it. I mean, we ran some miles. I don't normally run that many miles. This is a weird week for me. I'm working too hard. I need a vacation already. 2,000 miles. Who does that? What crazy person's out there running that many miles? What the hell? That's just nuts. But what are you gonna do? All right, so gross to the truck after F2F split is $44.80. So then we're gonna take away $827.83, and that comes out to $3,652 after fuel. And then you got trailer rental, so we'll take that. And then you got insurance. We'll just take, that's too much. Okay, easy now, easy. So that's $33.12, and then of course we do have plates, so we'll take that off too. There might be an incidental in there I'm not sure of. So after all the expenses, after everything comes out, I should put in the bank $3,260.17, which just gives me back pretty much everything I've lost on this truck since we've gotten it. Downtime, if you count that in, parts, overnight and crap that I don't need. When time's all said and done, that puts a little bit above breaking even back in the bank. Ridiculous. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing. Nothing. Complain about it. Keep moving. That's about all I'm gonna do. Complain about it. Just keep moving down the road. You know. I'm trying to decide what we're gonna do. Labor Day weekend's coming. I'd like to grab something out of here. At least gets us moving over the weekend. I'm not gonna grab something that's gonna cost, you know, I'm not gonna make enough money to hold on to it for 4 days. We'll see how that goes. You know, maybe I'll just take the weekend off. Who knows? I might. That's the nice thing about doing this. I can take time off. I can say, you know what? I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna take me a vacation. How's that sound? And I'll make Ziggy drive. All right, I'm gonna quit yapping. I appreciate you guys taking time. Be safe. We'll talk to you.